to branching into a bunch of new things, and to 2022, our pod and our individual success, our pod success and our individual success. And may we go further in 2022 than we've ever gone before.
You know what it is.
Amen.
Hold on.
So we're just going to pass this around.
Can you give me that cup right there?
Ooh, that face.
I feel like that cup is me.
Her face, though.
You can have it because I love you.
Aw, thank you.
You know what it is. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Javari. And we are back on the You Know What It Is podcast, man. I got a full couch. Family's here, man.
What's happening? You know they
call me Big Clock, little bitch. We got Shati. We got
bitch,
Tommy.
Diamond grills, all gold. Quick bag, also. Pussy niggas, all folk.
The Black.
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm back.
It's about to be the longest intro.
I never wrote that.
The longest intro. Dame.
The fuck? The fuck? What the fuck?
Harris.
Did you take it?
And the cable guy, Kaylin.
I know you got your
team is here, man. We got a full fucking house
Whole
today,
gang
man.
in the
This
building.
is crazy. This is the
We're
first
missing
time,
Randy,
you know what I mean?
actually.
We had like a real fucking audience. You know what I mean? We got people here, you know what I mean, that are here to
so
enjoy
special.
what
Thank
the
you
fuck
guys
we got
for
going
coming.
on. You know what I mean? So, how have y'all been? It's been a while since I've had a couch full of the team. You know, I've had bits and pieces. I've had Artia. I've had Jerry. You know what I mean? I've had Paris. Dame, of course. Shotzi's come back. You know what I mean? How y'all been?
Man.
Are you
I've
in
been
a
great.
space to really know how I've been and hear me vent, or
I don't know. I'm mentally, I don't think so.
you don't think so?
I am.
Okay. I'm just kidding. I don't have a lot to say. I just thought that would be a good segue into
Nah, go ahead.
Yeah, we've all been good. I think that's like good. So the first topic we have is asking for permission to vent.
So
Do y'all
when you
normally
ask,
Do y'all normally ask, or do y'all
I
just
don't
go
think
straight
many
for
people
it?
do.
I was actually shocked. My friend FaceTimed me the other day and she asked me, and I was like, that's so ironic. We literally are having a podcast about it. And I thought it was so considerate. But I was just like telling her, I was like, the fact that you feel safe enough in me alone to call me and vent means, like, you know, I don't feel like you need to ask, but the fact that you did ask is perfect.
Was this
But I feel like people
was this
can
a
lie,
close
too.
friend though?
Yeah, it was a close friend.
Okay, because I feel like if it's not a close friend, like don't call me to vent. First of all, like if
But I feel like if it's not a,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean,
I
like
agree.
if we're not
I feel
close
that.
like that, like you don't gotta call me to vent.
Even close friends, I feel like
You can
venting
text me
has
and ask, like, you know,
Now, there's-
hey, can I
has
talk to you
a-
real quick?
a time limit.
like, you know how some people can overstay their welcome in a house?
Yeah.
I feel like venting can overstay its welcome,
It
depending on
depends
how
on the
much.
person too.
Yeah,
Or
and
what
depending
they're-
on how much you
they're-
vent to the person.
the
about.
consistency of what they're venting about. 'Cause
Yeah,
I know
if it's the same thing every
Yeah.
fucking week, I'm gonna
And
be
the,
like,
the situation.
bitch.
Like,
I've gave you my advice already. Like, I've received that type of comment before, so I get it.
we
but-
talk about this shit every
Do you
day.
guys ask for permission
about
to
the
vent?
I don't
same
ask for
shit?
I
permission at all.
don't. So I actually was the one
And
who
y'all
came
know
up with
this.
this topic,
Damn.
and the only thing that made me come up with it, not because I asked someone for permission to vent, but at the time I felt like someone should have asked me for permission to vent because I was having such a bad day. And I don't know if that makes me sound bitchy or not, but I just did not want to hear their shit when I literally felt like my world was like crashing.
I don't know.
But it's like, how do you tell somebody that you really love and really care about?
You just let them. I feel like you can.
My
let,
mom, my mom is kind of like that. Like, if we call my mom and we like crying over something and she's having a bad day, she'll be like, don't call me with that. Like, get off, like, basically get off my line with that. And I know it sounds horrible and really like inhumane, but that's how my mom is. Like, she's really tough on us. So, like, we learned really early on, like, I can't call my mama with no bullshit crying.
But at the same time, I don't want people to feel like that.
Like they can't come to you for things.
So it's like, how do you find a happy medium? Because
I mean, just being honest. Like, it's no other way to get around that, really. I think other than being just flat out honest. Like, yo, listen, I want to help you with this situation, but I got my own things that I'm trying to deal with. I'm no help to you right now. I'm no use. You know what I'm saying? Not in a bad way that I don't want to be here for you, but I got my own shit I need to deal with, and if I'm trying to deal with yours at the same time, one of us is gonna get left, undealt with, and so
exactly.
in that case, it's like, you can't do anything but just be honest with the person. I think, and that's the best way to avoid hurting their feelings. You know what I'm saying, and making them feel like, damn, I just spilled my heart out about what's going on, and they wasn't even fucking listening because it's gonna be
happening.
It's gonna be apparent, it's gonna be apparent, yeah. So I think that's the best way to get around is just, yo, listen, bro, I can't do this right now. I can't. That's the best way, rather than, just be like, get the fuck off my line with this shit. I think that's like shutting them out, and making them feel like they're alone with their shit.
If somebody approaches you though and they're like, yo, you got time to hear something real quick? Or you got time to, you know what I mean? Like, can I let this off?
I was gonna say, can you say no? Can you say no?
You know what I mean? Is there a way to say no?
Yeah, I think if they just asked you if you have time, I do not actually.
Does it depend on the person, or is that
no? If you don't got time, you don't got time.
Nah, y'all niggas gonna have time for me. I'm gonna call y'all.
Ask a question,
I'm gonna call y'all.
You're expecting a
It depends on what you been about.
Look,
no, I'm just saying.
give me 5 minutes, I'll call you back.
Listen, y'all know. Listen, y'all know how I am, and I call. I call.
Personally, with me though,
FaceTime,
You
all
don't
that
get
shit,
blocked?
just to make. By whom?
You call who?
Whoever
call-
you like blowing up.
a lot of people call
No,
me.
we talk like almost every day.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I call you.
Yeah, like,
I call
right.
you.
Yeah.
I call
Oh,
Jerry.
okay. You
I
know,
call
like,
Dame.
blowing
I call
up,
nigga. I call all of y'all.
That's what I was wondering who you were talking about. That's all.
What do Dame do?
You just talking about
Nigga, your phone always
There we go.
dead.
There we go.
what do Dame do?
He don't answer
don't
the phone
answer the
because his
phone.
phone dead.
No.
Oh shit, Dame. That be
Nigga.
Nigga, do not
swinging.
oh, your phone don't be
See,
dead.
y'all-
If it's not
Dame
past
already
3
told
o'clock,
us-
if it's
Dame
not
already
past,
told us his phone don't be dead.
if it's not past 3 o'clock, Dame ain't answering the phone.
There you go.
See, my phone actually be dead. Well, it dies in the
That's
middle of
how I am.
conversation.
There we go.
Mine
I'll
be on
pick
do
up,
not disturb.
and I don't know it's gonna die too. That's my
I know.
toxic trait. I'll
be
know
like,
my
damn
phone's
it.
gonna die when you
Never
call,
dying no more.
but I'm not gonna tell you
That shit
that.
on like an
I
hour.
just feel like
You're
I'll
out
be like, damn, I got 1%. I'm gonna
I'm
call
gonna
you
just
right
let it
back.
die and be like, ah.
What did you say,
my
Narika?
phone
I was
died.
just saying that I feel like you just have to know who you are venting to. Like, what type of person are they? Are they like
There
the
you
type of
go.
person that you normally feel insightful or inspired by? Because sometimes when my friends, actually I would say all my friends call me for advice. Because I feel like I'm non-judgmental, I listen, and sometimes listening to people vent not only makes me realize I'm not the only one going through things, it kind of like lets me give them advice that I feel like I need to take, and the fact that I can have the strength to give them certain advice makes me feel like I'm worthy of that advice too. But I just feel like people find a safe space in their friends. So, like, obviously, if you barely know somebody, they shouldn't be just calling your phone trying to vent. But if they saw a light in you or some sort of safe space in you to vent, I feel like that's something to take into consideration.
But
because-
we still have to find some type of comment. Like, you can't. I understand you see something in me, but motherfucker, damn, like there has to be some type of
can set
reciprocation.
boundaries.
What if your friend
You
keep
can
venting?
set
What if
Hold
your
on.
friend vents about the same thing?
Nah,
that's-
see,
that's-
no,
I mean,
And this
no.
is what my sister says.
That can't happen.
She'll cut it off real good. She'll be like, Noriko, I love you, but if you're gonna keep calling me about this specific topic, I don't want to be a part of it because it upsets me, and I have a lot going on. But I'm here for you for anything else. But I've literally,
I agree.
you
Better
know,
than
so
what
it's
I
like,
would've
Well,
said.
maybe
I'm
that's
gonna
because
use
they
that. Let me
maybe
write
that's
that
because they
down real
talk to you
quick, 'cause
about
that's
that
exactly what I'm gonna
certain
say.
topic a plethora of times.
exactly
Right, but
and
her
that's-
sister basically told her, I don't fuck with that. I
Right.
told you how I felt.
Exactly.
And it's like my
But-
decision has not changed. So the more you come to me with this advice,
But why do you keep coming to them with that advice?
because sometimes venting gets things off of your chest, and also too.
But if you're not going to change, what is the venting
no,
for?
but it's not about changing. Sometimes like venting is
Venting should be about changing. I feel like
That's what I'm
venting-
thinking.
well,
it's about a little bit
Other
of
than
growth.
that, get a diary. I don't want to hear it.
There
Right,
you
if
go.
you don't want advice,
Like
don't
if you don't want
vent.
advice,
feel
if
like-
you don't want me to tell you, yo, you should probably take this step
Then
or
don't
move
vent,
this way.
right?
There's no reason to vent.
I feel
I
like
agree
if you
with-
call me multiple times to vent, each vent should be a progression of the
Yes!
Because listen, okay, you can tell me what's wrong, and that's fine. The next time you talk to me, all right, this is how I got over this, and then the next time, all right, it's a new vent. Don't come to me about the same shit, because I'm gonna be like, look, so you still sitting on the same topic, like you ain't even trying to.
The limit does not exist.
You gotta push through this, like.
Yeah. Well, let me just give you some insight. I feel like sometimes when I vent, it comes from a place of like, I guess validation that I'm not crazy, because sometimes like we can
you're not crazy.
Exactly.
I know I'm not crazy, but sometimes like venting comes from like just like feeling overwhelmed.
So
I guess
today ain't the day for that.
I guess my question is
today ain't the day for that.
Once you start feeling like, okay, this person sees my side, I'm not crazy, because I'm sure like you get that a lot. You're not crazy. I know you. You're not crazy. Most of the situations you're in, you're not crazy. So once you get that person that tells you you're not crazy, then what do you do with that?
You just take it in, and I'm more confident to go about my day.
Make steps forward, not take it in. No, take it in and make active steps forward. People don't want to hear that shit over and over again. We all got lives. We all got stuff going on. We don't want to hear about the same
like, if you want to
situation
repeat
you've been in for 2-3
you got to call a new
months.
person.
Years.
I understand.
Yes, find a new person. Find a therapist.
I understand repetitively, like venting consistently the same topic. But like, for example, when somebody writes in a group chat, I got fired today. Why are they not allowed to find a safe space? No, it's different because it's a new topic.
Obviously said that in the
well,
group
do
chat.
they have a history of getting fired?
If they get fired every week, I'm gonna be like,
if you got fired from the last 3 jobs, like, I don't care.
Okay.
I want to say something.
What's new?
Wait. The only reason why this is super funny is because Noriko always getting fucking fired.
Wait, hold on. How did this even turn into me? The last time I got fired was like over a year ago.
You told us that you always getting fired for some dumb shit.
Yeah, okay. But we not gonna talk about that because at least I wasn't stuck in my parking lot afterwards. I got fired and got up out of there. Nigga was waiting.
You got fired 6 times and got up out of there, huh?
No.
I just made the nasty sound. I don't know what sound that was.
Let me talk.
Really, nigga?
Talk. Because not only did I pull out the parking lot, niggas was stuck halfway out they parking spot. It wasn't even like they was parked. The nigga was sticking out.
So you didn't care you got fired because
I only got fired 1 time, but you got fired numeral times.
Okay,
so
and it was
numeral niggas.
And they were well deserved. It was well deserved.
You deserve to get fired.
I ain't gonna look. I was happy to get fired.
Really, nigga?
I held my integrity for the reasons I got fired because I'm not finna let no white person dictate my dollar amount, tell me what I can and can't say, and defend myself. The last time I got fired was because somebody was harassing me and I cussed his ass out. And I got fired because I said a cuss word on the call center floor.
Let them know.
So it's like I don't give a fuck.
But the
You're not about to harass me.
first part, though, how
That's
somebody
integrity.
dictating your dollar amount, that's what happens when you're an employee.
And that's why I'm not an employee no more. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
I feel like.
I want to be a stay-at-home mom. Minus the mom.
So it's okay to get fired as long as it was integrity. You know, at least I wasn't like on my phone, not doing nothing. You know, not saying stuff. But you know, it was holding my down.
I get fired like, damn, nigga. Like,
I didn't say his name.
Everybody getting aired up.
I didn't even know about that shit.
Fired me
I didn't even know about that shit.
into my 2 weeks.
But I'm glad you got
So it
fired.
was like, but
They always try to do that to make themselves
I'm glad you got fired, bro.
They could.
But I mean, you feel me?
They just wanted to give you that unemployment. They wanted to give you the unemployment. They was like,
Don't.
you know what I mean? Let me go ahead and
They wanted you to follow your dreams. They knew it was up.
exactly.
I finesse the system too. It's okay.
So yeah, that's why I don't be mad. Out of any
finesse
job
the
I
system
learn
too.
what I can learn. I get what I can get out of it.
I do.
And then I
You work
go
from
about
home
that.
too?
Unless it's my career.
You work from home? I'll tell you how to
Outside
finesse.
of that, a job,
You got a degree?
I'm finessing it.
Lord.
Well, that takes us into.
camera.
I know, right? Like, y'all trying to Well, look, that takes us into the next
My
topic.
bad.
Fucking work, home, leisure.
Oh.
We're gonna skip around because what y'all were actually talking about actually led into that. The other shit will hopefully this will lead into that.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Make it flow.
Work, home, leisure, balance. How do you handle that?
So
You die.
I want to say so to give you more on this question. Was I the one who asked how you're able to, or was it someone else? I don't know.
You.
I want to know how people are able to work, and I don't have kids, mind you, because kids is another job that I'm glad I don't have. No offense. I'm just,
all right, so ask me then.
but I don't have time. I feel like I don't have time to work my full-time 40-hour-a-week job and pursue my passions and my dreams the way I want to pursue them.
Okay.
Do you have a 24-hour schedule? Like,
well,
every
I
hour
have to
blocked out?
Like, you know what you're doing?
I haven't blocked out every hour, but basically, so when I work and then after work, I feel like I'm just not good for shit.
Okay,
like,
so let me help you with that. Just like she was saying, with a block schedule and shit like that, in the same way that we have school.
Time management
episode. There you go.
But what if I be tired? The thing is, when
being tired. Listen, I'm tired every day. I'm tired right now.
I get tired.
That's what you sacrifice.
Psychological. You have to literally tell yourself, like, I'm not tired.
Like, it's a mental
I'm not
thing.
tired. If you tell yourself
you
you're
sacrificing
tired,
that time.
Yeah. You have to trick yourself into staying up.
So this is what I do. This is what I do. Because I just realized that I'm not going to waste. There's not 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? We don't have enough time in a day to do everything that you want to do.
If the weekends were longer.
I got a call.
That's an if.
But
as long as
this is what you got. This is what you got, and this is how you can do that. You just, if you work your job in the same way that she was telling yourself, tell yourself that you're not tired. I have to constantly be like, what do I actually want in my life? Do I just want to work this shit and then go to sleep and then wake up and then go back to that shit? No, I want to actually pursue what I want to pursue. So
it's basically how bad you want the results.
That's it. That's it. So as bad as you want it, that's when it'll come.
Okay, so but I still feel like I don't have enough time.
So let me explain.
I get what y'all are saying, but I still feel like I don't have enough time. Like,
let me explain that. You have to ask yourself, what can I sacrifice if I don't have enough time for my dreams?
So, like, I gotta get rid of something to put more into my dreams.
Sleep
is a big portion, but
you gotta find a balance.
How many hours?
I don't take naps, but I average 8 hours at least.
Oh,
well, that's good then.
Exactly, that's good, but I don't want to change
that. But then what do you do with the rest of the time?
Okay, let me explain that because I know it's ironic coming from me because I use my time for doing whatever.
You only sleep, nigga.
But just for some free insight,
you only sleep, nigga.
Basically, if we reference a time management episode that we recorded back in the past, I was letting them know that basically we spend our time doing what we most desire. And humans like instant gratification. It's easier and more enjoyable to relax and watch TV and do these things.
I watch a lot of TV.
So it's like in our minds that's
I'm passionate about TV.
Let me go finish.
I'm passionate about it.
It's just that basically we make time for the things that we want. So it's like if you can just allot a time in your schedule to get things done, but not give yourself an expansive amount of time, like, okay, Tuesday I'm gonna record this. You say, I get off work at 5. I'm going to record this at 6 o'clock and I'm going to be done by 8 o'clock. Like, you literally have to set like artificial deadlines to make sure that you have enough time in your mind to get it done. So that way, you know, by 8 o'clock, you can start getting ready for bed. But if you're just like, okay, I'm going to record this today, and then you have work, and then your mental kicks in and like you're tired. Now you feel like you don't have no time. Now it's 10 o'clock. But if you would have just stuck to your schedule, then it's like you're utilizing your times in the day for the things that you want done. But you have to like set that standard for yourself and follow it.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was working like a slave.
For sure, I'd be like, today I'm gonna record 3 TikToks. End of the day, it'd be 12 a.m. I ain't recorded one.
Give yourself a reminder.
You have to put a time.
I didn't forget.
Yeah, no, it's just.
If I know, say for example, if you have Siri going off, you know what I'm saying, and you got a fucking alert saying record TikTok at 3 o'clock.
Yeah. Or just take it back to college. Like, what did you do to get A's in college? How you get your work done? How
I bet you ain't get 8 hours of sleep.
You used to set
out study time.
I'm studying at this time. Like, I'm not doing nothing after class. I'm here in the library from 5 to 9 p.m. After then, we could get drunk and kick it. But, like, this is my time for my work. You just got to do it.
That's a good analogy because I absolutely set aside
I'm still, like, in the college mindset.
So
I just be like, just apply all of that shit that you use to, like, real life. That's what it's for.
Discipline.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
discipline that you get.
So that's how you find time.
Well, and also too. Go ahead.
No.
I was just gonna say also too, like we have 7 days in a week, and this is what I'm learning, and I have been getting better about showing up, being on time, and stuff like that, because I've been applying it. But it's just like we have 7 days in a week, so I feel like when you have like 4 or 5 things on your mind that you want to pursue or get done, I feel like it can get overwhelming when it's Monday and you're trying to think about where you want to start, what you need to do. So it's like since we have 7 days in a week, that's when you utilize your time. Like Sunday. You know, we have to be here at 7 to record. So it's like you work, you come here and record. So you set your schedule up. Monday, I'll work on my TikToks. Tuesday, I'll work on my scripts and like my acting. Wednesday, I will clean the house. Thursday is laundry day. Like you can literally utilize your schedule instead of trying to cram everything in one day.
So what I feel like the Navy taught me, we used to have a plan of the day. Every day you would have a POD, you would get that shit, and it would be like, this is happening at this time, this is happening at this time. And I think that's how I schedule my life now. It's like, all right, I'm going to schedule these people at this time. I'm going to schedule this at this time. That way I have this time to go to the gym or eat or, you know what I'm saying? Do the things that I need to do for myself. But at the same time, I feel like I schedule a lot of work because of what we're doing now. You got to understand that, you know, building this up, building fucking studios and shit like that takes a lot of work and time. And I still have to make time for my family. I still have to make time for, you know, being at home. So me being here for 16 hours in a fucking day, and then I only spend the rest of that time with my family, I got to try to figure out and balance, you know what I'm saying? Because that 16 hours can be now cut down to 8, you know what I mean? And I can get the things that I need done because I scheduled those things correctly.
I was also going to say, I was reading this book about the law of attraction. I can't think about the author off the top of my head.
The Secret?
No, the law of attraction.
Oh, I was wondering if the book was The Secret.
Oh, no, it's literally called Law of Attraction. I have the book at home. I can't think of the author, though. But it's like a real short book, and it talks about, like, when you do, like, those plan of the days and you write out all the tasks that you have to do today. Because that's what you should do. Like, you should wake up in the morning, or they say start at night. Write out at night what you have to do for the next morning so that your brain is already programmed with what's coming. And you don't have to, like, wake up in a frenzy or, like, be alarmed if you wake up a little late because you already know the plan.
Yeah.
But then they said start with your biggest giants or, like, the biggest frogs, I think they said. Like, the things that you dread the most, that take the most energy, that you don't want to do, that you really going to procrastinate. The things that you...
The things that make you do that.
I don't want to do this. Do those first because everything else will fall into place after that, and everything else is easy.
Well,
So if you tackle the biggest mountain
or it's
first,
something you actually want to do.
then the rest of your day, it's like, well, the rest of the stuff I already want to do. So cool, I already got the stuff I don't want to do, like out of the way.
I used to eat all the grossest food as a kid first.
Oh, the what? Oh, the grossest food.
Yeah, like the nasty ass food.
Yeah.
First
Now you
as a
gotta mix
kid,
the nasty
then-
food with the good food.
Nah, fuck that. I ain't mixing. What?
But
messing up
I
the good food.
just to talk about the leisure thing, because we wanted to figure out how to balance your home, work life, and like the things you want to do, like have fun with your friends, make time for your friends. Leisure, I feel like, is the most optional one. I feel like that's the most one that's not like it's needed to have time for your friends, but it's not. It can't. Let me just blend it. So leisure can be productive if you apply leisure activity with your work.
This is
work
leisure
fun.
for me.
So
This
like
is
just
leisure
like how
for me.
we're working right now on a pod, but we're still having fun. We're hanging out with friends, we're drinking and stuff like that. So by making your TikToks and looking at it as a different perspective, like, oh, I gotta make this TikTok. Make it fun. Invite a friend over to help you record. Like do something to where you're making your work more entertaining and enjoyable for yourself.
That's like the self-care idea,
that's
though,
it.
behind the leisure word. It's like self-care. It's not just about, oh, I'm relaxing or I'm sitting around doing nothing. It's like, no, I'm taking a bath. No, my phone is on Do Not Disturb. I'm watching podcasts or I'm
Okay.
reading a book. Like, that's leisure. But it's important for us as humans because if you spend all your time work,
You're gonna be burnt
money,
out.
money, you're gonna be burnt
And
out. 'cause
still
you never took
working,
time for
still broke,
yourself.
stuck in this fucking American dream.
The Matrix.
All because you wanted to dedicate
long as
yourself to
y'all
work
know.
for 40 hours a week.
As long as y'all know.
I guess
I do that.
that's
This shit
a
ain't real.
perfect. That's a perfect transition though into the metaverse. Since we
Perfect,
talked about
so-
the Matrix.
Let's get it. I've been thinking about this all week because we've been. Listen, this has been the topic of my discussion. Metaporn. We've been seeing this video of this dude humping the hell out of some silicone doll. But he had on the Oculus.
Consider that metaporn?
No, listen. He had on the Oculus.
And he was virtually beating that pussy up.
Well, that's one of the devices. One of the devices that are used for virtual reality.
But it's called an Oculus.
But that is one of them, yes. There's plenty of different ones.
It's $400.
And there's
$400.
How much is the system to see who you want to
300 and 400. You know you got bundles.
That'll be like a game, so it's probably like $60, maybe $70.
$60 to see the person.
It's probably a game, yeah.
No.
The Oculus is
that's like $400.
But I'm saying the actual.
The Oculus is the system.
Okay.
And you can use as long as you hook it up to the internet, you can go search whatever the fuck you want. You can download games and shit like that. You can go look up porn on there.
It's like a laptop.
It's a laptop on your eyes.
It is a little scary because I feel like people should give consent to if their image can be used on a sexual.
Don't be looking at me in
because to me,
hold on. If you listen, how many things have you just
looking at me on the Oculus, but I'm not on Pornhub.
But think about it though, Shati. How many times have you agreed to the terms and conditions on your phone?
On me.
Every time.
So you don't know what them terms and conditions say.
Yo,
in the
they count on that. They count on
you not reading that shit. So what it is
terms and conditions.
Apple is coming out with a virtual reality headset soon. So once they hit the terms and conditions, you done already signed up for all your pictures and shit to be used for somebody else to fuck you.
Sexually, I didn't sign up for them to be
No.
used.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Once you scroll up and press agree, your ass agreed to everything. Isn't there like
I feel like we don't really have enough information about it. I feel like
in the terms and conditions.
but I'm saying that I feel like the software would more than likely coincide with the doll that you're ordering. Like I'm pretty sure that
all it is.
That's what I'm saying. He had a blow up doll, but it went with the VR. Like I'm pretty sure that he's watching content to where he maybe it's like a first person view of him beating somebody meat, and then he has a doll. So I don't think it's like he's just looking.
No.
You said that wrong because you said beating somebody.
We're not beating anybody's meat.
I wasn't gonna say that.
We're not beating anybody's meat.
He's fucking the dolls.
We're beating cheeks.
Okay, so
we are beating cheeks.
So in the VR, it's a first person. It's a first person visual view of somebody fucking somebody from behind, and he has the actual doll. You guys are making it sound like you could just Google anybody.
No, this is what it is they have listen, Noriko, they have face swap where you can take the face off of any celebrity and put it on somebody.
I don't want you fucking me unless I want you fucking.
You agree to the terms and conditions.
It sounded pedophile. It's giving pedophilia.
Listen, you agree.
You shouldn't be able to masturbate to someone.
So don't agree to it.
But that's the thing we're saying. Bari's saying you don't know you're agreeing to it.
Because you're not reading.
You're not reading the terms and conditions.
It is realistic.
Wait, everybody talking at the same time. Everybody's talking at the same time.
Look, listen.
Hold on.
Y'all saying don't agree. Y'all saying don't agree to the terms and conditions. Okay, so say I don't. So what should I do? Not have a phone, not have social media, not have access to all of these platforms, and
because I don't want a nigga taking off.
Listen.
Live like the Amish. And live off the grid.
If you want to shy away from being in that, listen. If you want to shy away from being. If you want to stay out of that realm and, you know what I'm saying, don't want your face used for shit like that, read terms and conditions.
That's it.
Reading is fundamental, my nigga. Like, it's you know what I'm saying?
See something you don't like, go to your attorney.
And then I guarantee you, your attorney gonna ask you if you read the terms and conditions.
And then when you say yes, and then you say you didn't like this shit, then they can go forward.
Insanity.
I don't care.
Then I don't think that would get it taken down.
It's business.
But look, listen. The second you put your image on the internet, it's there for life.
It's there forever. So.
There's no removing it. There's no taking it down.
Somebody took that face.
That's why I don't have no pictures on my Instagram.
They got your fucking.
Did you post anything at any time?
No, she got her.
You got a profile pic. You post your.
So what you guys are saying is that you think as long as someone puts their picture on social media, then it can be used even to like jack off with.
I
was gonna say,
you
know what?
Scarlett Johansson, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, all of them are on Pornhub, but it's not them.
That should be illegal.
You be seeing the weird ass niggas who be commenting on the pics with like Undertaker 1970.
It's real weird.
Look, listen, I'm not saying it's not weird. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying legally you wouldn't be able to do shit about it.
Well, technically you could if it's on an actual website and I find it
about ethics.
If I don't
just say that.
When you watching porn,
I don't care.
We know the sociopaths in the building who don't give a hell about anybody.
I try to go more towards amateur porn.
Because if I see a bitch getting beat in her face and I'm watching porn,
I am trying to jack off.
Wait, why are you watching that?
Well, can I say something?
Said you care about ethics when you're watching porn.
Okay, so you're looking. You have to look that shit up. What do you want?
Don't have to look it up.
So technically, you can sue. You can sue a website for using your photo if you did not get a photo release form signed and you did not give them your consent to use your information.
It depends.
No, it doesn't depend. That's the fucking truth.
It does depend. Do you want me to tell you what it depends on?
Wait. Can I finish?
Let her finish.
So, and I wanted to say though, to play devil's advocate, even though in the VR world they're doing it more vividly, I feel like that shit still happens regardless if we know it or not. Because it's like...
And are we going to ignore the fact that a lot of these people using virtual reality games are... I don't want to label them, but they have social skill issues.
What if I play VR? I play VR.
Okay.
You don't play VR. You don't have a VR.
I don't care.
He capping. I'm sorry. It's cap on here. You don't have a VR.
A lot of these people have social skills. Like they be psychopaths. They have mental issues. Like this shit is not.
Go ahead and answer the question.
Why are you assuming? Yeah, why are you assuming that people in VR have all these fucking issues? What's going on?
What is wrong with you?
Because I would use VR.
I asked her.
People have that at work.
Use the VR only if it was
okay. But I just want to hear her answer on this.
Based on the metaphor thing, I would think someone has psychological conditions. If you feel like
we're talking about porn,
I'm not done.
Hold on.
If you feel like you cannot go into the real world and interact with real people and have real,
but what if you want to watch one?
Let her finish.
And have real sex, I think there's something wrong with you.
Okay, my turn. Now, Pete. Hold on. Let me go.
I'm not even trying to be funny.
No.
I watch a lot of serial killer documentaries. Like, there's something wrong.
I think that's what's leading your thought process, though, low key. You know what I'm saying? But look, I get that. That's valid. You know what I'm saying? It's valid to an extent.
I get what she's saying.
I get where you're coming from. I think the fact that you look. I think the fact that you watch a lot of serial killer documentaries, your thought process is a little different. You know what I'm saying? So like,
possibility.
I think that's influenced it a bit. You know what I'm saying? But I do get where you're coming from. However, you know, there's some cats that just, women included, you know what I'm saying, that just don't fuck with human interaction.
Well, that's a little weird that they don't fuck with
I understand. That's weird.
That's not weird. Right. That's not weird.
Okay, but what if
you're using water to... You're using water jets. You're using water jets.
To virtually
You're using water jets.
Just the water jet.
Hold on, wait.
So whatever.
And which one you watching?
What if a woman used her like rose type thing, whatever the shit these ladies use?
Don't pretend like you don't know what a rose is.
I don't know.
She has one in her car right now. She's playing.
I do want one, but anyway.
Let her get her scenario.
What if a woman used this rose shit
It's
like
in her
it's
car
her
right
vibrator,
now.
but she's using the VR to see someone who approved their picture to be in the pic. I guess I'll do that shit.
At least your view is.
I'ma use that shit.
Who are you gonna use, and why can't you have?
Let's see. Who would I use?
Okay.
Wait, can I say something?
I would probably use
Shut your ass up. Hold on, bro. Like,
She had a whole list.
Soundboard to shut people up.
But I said if they release their image and video.
It's like, who would you have sex with, and why wouldn't you just have sex with them?
If they cutting the check for VR to have sex with them,
hold on.
What if they a celebrity? What if they a celebrity?
Why are you idolizing about having?
Not idolizing. I mean,
can I go?
That's another topic. That is another topic.
Can I go?
If I could.
Can I go?
I will see them
No,
niggas.
you gotta wait. Hold on.
Artia.
I don't need to.
Artia.
You cannot guarantee that.
Niggas are accessible.
Wait, can I speak?
Let Vari go. Let Vari go.
Too much chatty.
Yeah, I did the sound.
All right, so look.
You do it all.
My whole thing is just like somebody was saying that the evolution. There's an evolution of this shit, right? So porn was in magazines. Then we got television. Then we got laptops. Now it's on our fucking phones.
The cameras.
Oh, the camera. All of that shit. So now, no, it's no. So you have porn on your phone.
Girl,
you have porn on the phone now, and you're able to masturbate with your phone.
Do you watch porn?
So now that niggas can just.
I'm not into
So no, that's why I asked. Like, that's not happening.
Well, stop making people feel bad for watching porn. Stop making people feel bad for watching porn.
Figured you didn't watch no porn.
With no porn.
With your brain? You use your brain?
Yes.
It's easier when you use porn. That shit come like this. You gotta find the right porn.
That's the clip. That's the clip.
I'm probably watching lesbian porn, but I'm not.
I watch lesbian porn too.
I don't like.
So why are you watching
lesbian porn?
Penetrated
That
by
sounds
men
psychopathic.
Why you watching lesbian porn and you're not into women?
Because women
And you
fuck
masturbate.
women better than men fuck women.
You talking about porn?
That's a whole nother pod. Don't open them up. Don't open them up. They go.
That's why I watch
do that.
this.
Women on women do that. When you watch men fuck women, they don't orgasm or squirt. I'm like,
They be faking that.
Section.
I see gangbang. They be orgasming. If you watch gangbang porn.
So basically, Tommy, why they're defending it is because basically women masturbate too, but men masturbate daily almost. Let me finish. So they're getting mad. They're getting mad because I told the truth. But anyways, I'm saying is that men are excited. Men are excited that they can take their masturbation to a more surreal setting. So now instead of
I'm gonna ask a valid. I got a valid question.
the virtual reality is a step too.
I got a valid question.
I think technology is weird.
It's fucking weird.
It's weird.
Ask a question.
Hold on.
I do not.
I'm just explaining why they're defending it so much because they're excited.
Let Jerry.
Excited.
Sex dolls. Don't y'all have little sex dolls?
And y'all fuck tentacles and fucking fists and all that other shit.
My question
Y'all got the fakest shit in the world.
Let's take a break. Everybody,
That's right.
No.
y'all need to take a shot.
No,
I need to take a shot.
I just want to ask a question.
No, just stop talking.
Yeah,
Stop talking.
I've been trying to ask a question for the longest. Why or how the fuck do you know what men do on a daily basis?
Thank you. You don't.
She live with a man.
So he beats off. So his one nigga beats off every day.
Exactly.
Nigga, that's one man. Nigga,
That's one man.
I never said this.
That's one man.
I never said this.
You never said
you
what?
just said niggas beat off every
No,
day.
I don't. Brian don't say that
Let him
every day.
finish.
Oh my god, I'm trying to ask one person this question. Like,
Let him finish.
I'm curious, like genuinely, because like I don't understand where this random statistic is coming from that men masturbate more than women. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what women do on a daily basis.
I don't know what.
From like
I was just talking shit trying to be. I was just talking shit because I knew it would set y'all off. But I'm just saying that men are excited about this evolution.
Maybe like a couple times.
Relax. Hey, y'all can't just all talk at the same time.
Yeah, like
come on.
I'm just answering his question.
Let him finish.
yeah, and I'm trying to listen, my nigga, but it's like
You weren't even talking to Jerry.
I was talking
she's
to
talking in the mic.
Oh, my bad. My bad, y'all. All right, go ahead.
I was just saying that I was just talking shit when I said that because I knew y'all would get mad and be like, hold on. I knew y'all was gonna do that. But I was just saying that men were excited about this evolution in masturbation because instead of just using their hand in lotion, they can now put on goggles and use a dog.
Okay, and
Hold on. Men have pocket pussy.
But I'm not gonna say that it's a statistic fact that every man masturbates daily.
But you're saying men are more excited, is what you're saying.
You're more excited. I don't know because there's women that are horny, so I can't speak for all women. I feel like on this couch, though, I feel like y'all are more interested than us. That's all I'm saying.
More interested in sex.
Men are more interested in sex.
I know some females taking dick out.
Y'all keep saying men are this and men are that, but y'all are not men. So I don't understand. Your personal experience is different from the rest of the world. There's 7 billion probably more people on Earth.
Question:
the men that you experience is not a fucking generalization for every man on Earth.
So you're saying, I understand what you're saying. Like, I do understand your mindset about stereotyping.
I don't generalize.
But some things, I feel like some things are like factual and
no, because I feel like.
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
I would say I feel like.
Go ahead.
I would feel like only because I would say that.
Jerry?
Let Dame go because Dame hasn't
talked about much. That's because it would. I mean, it would kind of go back to the topics we were on yesterday. So. Like Jerry was saying, like it's kind of more like y'all are generalizing what all men do. Like, so it's like, all right. So when we rebuttal, it's like y'all thinking we on some like.
I'm okay with the rebuttals. Like, that's what I'm asking questions about. I want to know. So do y'all genuinely? No,
we don't.
That's the word
day.
I was looking for.
We don't be.
No, I know that. I didn't say that. I don't think they.
No,
I don't think that either. My question is, y'all don't genuinely think that men are more interested in sex than women?
More interested in sex?
Yeah.
I got a female to do that. Like I don't.
So
hold on, wait.
Did you hear my question?
Hold on.
My question was, y'all genuinely, like, be real, like. Because I know we try to be like equate men and women equal and blah, blah, blah. And like we're going through these like tough times of like equality versus like societal standards. But y'all genuinely don't think that men are more interested in sex than women?
No, because there's a lot of. Look at OnlyFans. That is a because the amount of women that are actually participating in those things are actually, some of them are genuinely into sex, but a majority of the OnlyFans community is women.
The females be freakier than me.
And they be freaky as fuck. So I don't understand.
What does that mean? That means men are more into it because men are paying them.
Okay, so
but who's doing the action?
But who's paying them? They're doing it because men are paying them.
We both want sex.
Y'all doing it
right?
To make
So
it
it's
bad.
the same. It's the same.
I don't know, man.
Nobody's hornier than anybody else. Motherfuckers are just horny.
It depends. It depends on how you were raised. It depends on how you were raised.
This is what I wanted to say. Women have more self-control than men, so we have the same sexual urges. Y'all
So about these hormones,
we want to
though.
get fucked every day if we could. Besides our period,
ain't nobody gonna bring
but
up
we
hormones.
exhibit self-control.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I feel like
and it goes back to what we were talking about yesterday. How y'all have more access to men.
Let me finish. Although we have access,
y'all have way more access
to men.
So we got get fucked every day, right? We can't get fucked every day.
We can't
get fucked every day.
We can't get fucked every day, men.
No.
I'm worried about my name, not yours.
We said that yesterday that y'all have more access, and y'all said no.
You said no.
Okay, well, we take it back. I take it back.
Wow, it's a proof point.
I know I could get fucked by anybody. Man, woman, boy, girl, blue, green, purple.
But can men get fucked by anybody?
Listen, I'm not done. This is where self-control comes in. I could get fucked every day, but I don't want none of these niggas. Y'all don't meet my standard. Y'all not nobody I would want to lay down with, let alone bring it to my home or my bed. Women have that self-control.
That's how it sounds.
Women have that self-control.
Like every nigga on earth or what?
But she gonna find her standards. Men be thinking you won't learn your standards. You will.
That's not what I'm saying.
thinking you're not gonna find your standard somebody every nigga on. You will.
That's what she's saying. That's what you're saying. I'm asking a genuine question because she's saying y'all, and no nigga on this couch, to my knowledge, is trying to fuck. So. Like, who is y'all? That's what I'm asking a genuine question. Every nigga on earth. That's why I asked her.
He said every nigga.
No, I'm asking.
Okay, look. By y'all, I mean men out there. I'm not speaking specifically about the men on this couch.
I don't think you are. That's why I'm asking.
So I should say them. Just niggas that try to approach me in any way.
Will you take care of
I
that
don't
woman?
And that is a fire way to say that.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I could have sex every day with a different man or woman if I wanted
and
to.
I don't doubt
I'm not interested in that. That's not my standards.
Yeah.
Men have also a plethora of options. I don't give a fuck if y'all want to admit it or not. Y'all do. You could fuck man, woman, blue, green, purple, white, black, because y'all do. Wait, I'm not done. And y'all do. I won't say y'all do it now. But go back to high school. And I said this yesterday. Since I've been in high school, the niggas that I've messed with, they've never been broke. Like, they've always had their shit together. They've never been bummy. They've never been ugly.
She never messed with a broke.
Like, I don't do shit like that. I don't operate like that. Like, I'm selective about who I be intimate with. And that's since I've been in middle school, high school, whatever. Men don't operate like that. If they see pussy and it's available... If they don't have nothing else to do, they'll go get it.
Okay, but wait. Everybody else's mic is off. My mic is the only one that's on right now. So I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna ask this question real quick to Artia because she said this. She said since middle school. So you've been fucking with niggas that have just had they shit together since middle school. I don't understand how that. I don't understand how that happens.
Let me tell you, the first boyfriend I had when I was 13 in 6th, 7th grade.
Oh, I remember him.
Oh, he was a grown man?
No, he was my age. Listen,
I'm asking.
The niggas that I fucked with been on money shit. He was on some hot shit. That nigga was gambling at 13 years old. I swear to God, this nigga was putting in tickets at the sports book like a 21-year-old. He been had money. I've been going at 13, 14, 15. I promise to God, like, I don't have no reason to lie. Like, all of my niggas have had money. I've never dealt with shit like this. The next nigga that I dated after that, his grandma was the one who told me, you don't carry your purse to the car. You don't carry your bags to the car. You don't open the door for yourself. That's stuff that a man does. That's stuff that my grandson do. This was a black woman teaching me about her grandson. I was 17 at the time. So these are things that are already like ingrained in my head. And I told y'all I was raised by a single mom. Like, I didn't have my dad in my life. I didn't have a man that was tricking off on me or on my mom. But I did have uncles that took care of us and looked out for us like a man should. And when I met men like that, I went for men like that. Or I entertained those. The men that seeked me, whatever the fucking word is. When I saw the man who had what I needed, I chose them. That's the one that I want.
Can you turn my mic back up?
And that was since I was 13 years old. I put that on my life, and you can ask anybody.
Because I have to say something about what she said.
Because what she's saying, she really preaching.
And that's what I'm saying.
What's wrong with her having standards, though? I feel like men feel like y'all can't believe
no
that.
nigga has they shit
No,
together.
but she's talking about.
One at a time.
Let me explain.
Just because you putting in tickets don't mean you winning.
She's a gambler, so he had it, and then sometimes he didn't. I had to cover the bill, but I was a real bitch even at 13. So if I had to cover the bill for us to go to the movies or us to go eat at Chili's,
I just wanted to say one thing real quick. So basically, she's talking about though for our age group, just like it's 16-year-olds that had cars and there's 16-year-olds that didn't. She's just talking about at 13. They was doing shit that most 13-year-olds couldn't do.
It was illegal.
It's like y'all making it sound like it's impossible. It's not impossible.
No. So I understand what she's actually talking about.
Hold on, Dan, because I just want to.
Hold on, Dan.
Go ahead,
Dan
bro.
was talking.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
So, like, damn. All right, going back to, I hear what you're talking about as far as mannerisms and shit. Like, you talking about, okay, like, any dude, like, yeah, that's how I was raised. You feel me? Coming up, yeah, you supposed to do this for a female. You supposed to open the door. You supposed to do things like that. You supposed to take the shot. You supposed to do things for females. You feel me? I understand that. Now, you talking about being on their own, or you feel me? Not being on their own, but, you know, getting their own, getting money, and I understand that. So and you're talking about from an age perspective. So at 13, like if you got a little bit of money in your pockets, you know, at 13, I might go get a job of a little part.
What? Sorry, how you getting a job?
You gotta hustle.
What do you mean?
Can you let my man
I definitely had jobs at 13. So anyway, we can talk about that. So
what jobs?
I was working under the table for motherfuckers repairing houses.
Yeah, get more details.
I've been
getting money.
No, that's fine. Get more
That's what I'm
details.
saying. And I understand what she's talking about as far as, hey, she's going after, those are the type of guys she's met.
He was going out there to hustle. He was going out there to hustle at the end of the day.
Things like I see you not just at home playing video games.
Exactly. You out there going to get it.
I understand where she's coming from. That's on, you feel me? The mannerisms and shit, that's the types of guys that she goes for. So as far as anybody else, like if they not providing that or if they not
It's a mindset.
if they not doing nothing different, then why am I
It's a mindset. Women be
It's like
attracted
all
to
you can do is
mindset.
fuck me, and men can barely give you an orgasm. So what the fuck?
Barely.
Okay, hold on, Julia. Hold on.
Because you
Hold on.
Hey, she just shitting on nigga dick.
Hold on, Jerry up next. Hold on.
No, I was just gonna ask a question. Why when we ask a question to what you're saying, it's like, oh, they think you can't have this, that. Like I was just niggas just. He
What's
just asked
the question?
when you were explaining when she was explaining about her 13-year-old fling that she had, and then nigga I said at 13, I'm like damn nigga, like I'm saying at 13 because I'm like damn nigga, this nigga was finessing. This nigga was finessing.
Right,
I'm not saying at 13 because I'm like oh no, she ain't had no nigga that was
That nigga was hustling at 13.
That was different, bro. Like we in Las Vegas, bro. We got access to shit that niggas don't have outside of the city, bro. So
you get out there and you hustle at the end of the day.
I just want to say one thing. Because I want to transition us now into our next topic about they think that women don't fly out their men. The only reason why I don't is because this nigga live in fucking
I fly out my man, but I ain't flying out a man.
So let's got like bread,
Stop.
If he had bread or I had bread. If he had bread or I had bread. Jerry, if he had bread or I had bread. If we both got buku bread, that don't matter. But nobody on this couch got buku bread, so
I'm
we
just
talking
saying,
about us.
hypothetically.
Hypothetically, this ain't even a topic.
Who don't got buku bread? I just bought 4 loaves of bread today with my food stamps.
He got buku bread.
I got bagels.
That is true though. If we're trying to date and you got buku bread.
Don't take it in the wrong way. I know you're special.
No, I'm saying though.
Hold on, Jerry.
I'm not taking it personally.
I got a question for Jerry.
I got a question.
No, let him
explain because this is the thing.
Well, let's already start off the topic and then
women constantly get. We see this constantly. I watch a lot of podcasts. I even watch the Hose. What is that shit? Horrible Decisions. Mandy is one of the females on there, and she says that she's gotten flown out.
Mandy from our high school?
No, from Horrible Decisions. I don't know a Mandy from our high school.
Not our high school, but our town.
I don't know that. But she said that she's gotten
Not
flown
you,
out
girl.
plenty of times. There's plenty of women that I have known to
Not
get
you.
flown out just to get flown out. And for y'all to sit here and be like, why the fuck would I fly out a man who is not my man when these women are...
I said that. Why would I fly out a man that's not my man?
Like, can we rewind the tape? Like, stop with the who said that. Y'all motherfuckers said that.
I said it.
No, she said that too. I don't give a fuck.
No, I didn't. I said that I'm in a relationship, so y'all can't ask me no shit like that. And he live in Vegas, so I need to fly him out.
Let him finish.
Thank you. So the simple fact of women thinking that in the same way that y'all think y'all are privileged for certain things or y'all need certain things, y'all are able to get flown out. Why is a man not in the same way able to get flown out?
Can I answer?
Go ahead.
One at a fucking time.
Turn the mic.
Go ahead, RT. Let's all 3 women are gonna answer, and you're gonna listen.
I'm gonna ask y'all a couple questions. Just answer yes or no. I don't want to hear no other explanation. Just yes or no. Yes or no? Do men bleed out of their womb and experience cramps to the muscles in their uterus?
That's
yes or
y'all
no?
fault, not ours.
Yes or no?
That's not our fault.
Yes or no?
No.
What?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
What does that have to do with a flag?
Or no? Let me get to my point. Yes or no?
No.
Sure.
No.
Yes or no?
You don't bleed out.
Some of them.
Yes or no?
Bitch ass nigga.
Let me say,
Out of their uterus
hey,
or no?
real quick, Vari breastfeeds, so we can't ask him.
Why y'all not gonna talk about my man?
Let him know. You know I'm gonna talk about her, man.
Ain't nobody breastfeeding but you.
Let's just go beyond the fact.
Period.
Do men birth human beings? Yes or no?
No. Let's get to the point.
What's the point, though? What's the point?
Guess what? Y'all don't do that stuff. Black women do at an exponential rate. Listen.
Okay, what?
I'm not done. I'm not done. No, they don't. Do your research. I said black and brown women. Listen.
White women birth children. Asian women birth children.
Listen, I said at an exponential rate. Who have kids back to back that we make fun of? You have kids like a
Mexican.
like a brown woman. Black and brown women have kids back to fucking back.
Asians
Not
do
white
too.
women, their birth rate is declining.
White women do.
Chinese.
Look up the statistics. Google the statistics.
Why?
of
Wait, what does
white
this have
women
to do
birth
with
rate.
being flown out?
This is exactly why we're special. Cause you niggas and you bitches don't do shit like us on this earth. Even down to a fundamental level of birthing children. Humans.
Flown out.
Bringing humans.
I can't wait for this
Bringing
episode to come
humans. So you telling me bringing humans into this world is not essential? Who the fuck is gonna run this world when we done?
Go ahead.
You?
Love.
Go ahead. No, because this makes no sense.
Okay,
Love.
let me explain.
Artia.
You gonna ignore
Artia.
it? We're going to fucking real shit. Cause you know kids are the future. Who's the future if it's not the kids? If it's not
This has nothing to do
Artia.
What the hell?
Yo, the sign is real simple, dude. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, dude.
Why is that so loud?
About
I turned it up.
black and brown
It's on the speaker.
women getting what they deserve. Y'all are so intent on tearing black and brown women
Whoa.
down. And
You going back to yesterday or something?
She's drunk.
We're just talking about getting flown out. That's all we're talking about.
was we deserve it because
I brought weed. I got
Hold on, wait.
What does that have to
No.
do?
That's out.
Because we're
gonna take my car, though.
Hello, is it my fault?
Go ahead.
Okay. Y'all don't want
Sorry.
it. And that's fine.
No. I'm trying to have it click. I promise you.
I'm listening.
And I'm really.
I do provide this for myself.
It's like everybody is spaced out.
No.
Not
But it's.
The topic is man.
But the top.
I said black women are
Let me
special.
answer.
No, you're not answering shit. Ain't shit to answer. I haven't asked shit to
Wait,
answer.
everybody take a pause. Who wants to talk?
So no.
I said before I started, I have 2 questions. Let me ask them. And then y'all said, this has nothing to do with the question.
It doesn't.
Let me finish and let me connect it.
Then finish.
Connect.
No,
Let her connect it.
You dismissive. Be dismissive.
Finish.
One thing I will say, being dismissive is not
I will
a good
finish.
thing.
Let me finish. Let me say
don't let her
something.
finish.
And don't be dismissive.
Finish
No, I
then.
don't care no more.
Okay, let me talk. Let me talk.
It didn't make any sense.
Let me talk.
You
I wanna talk.
Let me talk.
But everybody think, oh,
Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk.
Let me
Let me
get
talk.
to my point. I'm
Let
sorry
me
I
talk.
spend a
Let me
little
talk.
more time conveying my
I got it.
because I want everybody to get it.
I get it.
But if I talk too fast, then people gonna be like, "What y'all talking about? What you talking about? That don't make no sense."
She's trying to let it build
me
up.
just not talk. You explain the point since you know what's in my head.
She said she don't want to finish no more.
Be quiet.
She said she don't want to finish no more. Y'all not listening clearly.
say.
I said I'm gonna finish for her because she said she don't want to finish no more.
Go ahead.
All I'm saying is that you guys are saying that women don't fly men out, and I'm saying that it does happen. So regardless of who y'all know,
No, that's not because I definitely said that.
that's not what she said.
No.
That's not what she
So
I'm not
don't-
saying that's what she's saying, but I'm saying another topic because if we're gonna get back on topic, you guys didn't let her finish and she didn't get to her point. So now I'm gonna say my point because it's like we have to finish the topic.
Wrap the whole damn
Yeah, 'cause
Well,
I
I would like to say my piece.
If y'all not gonna let her finish, then somebody gotta talk about the topic.
I was literally
gonna let her
me and
finish.
RT.
But it doesn't have to be wrapped. Like,
Who's arguing? Like, get to the point.
Well, wrap it up then.
wait, I just want to say.
Have respectful
Let's
conversations,
pause.
and then when someone gets in their feelings, it's like, oh my gosh, why can't we all have respectful conversations? And if I say,
I agree.
but if I say I want to finish something, let me finish my point. Like I let everybody else finish finish their
point. We were letting you finish.
No, you didn't. You cut me off and said, what does this have to do with the topic? This has nothing to do. Did you or did you not say that?
And then you said you were going to explain.
Did you or did you not?
I just said I did. And then you said you were going to explain, Artia.
You cut me off like you always do, and it's a problem. If we're not going to have a respectful conversation, then I don't need to be here. But let's respect each other, because I respect you. I let you talk, and when you have a space, I butt in. I don't cut you off, so give me that same respect.
Exactly, but I will say this.
So let her finish.
Exactly. So why y'all gonna cut me off?
No, let her finish.
She never finished. She never finished.
She just finished, and I was just trying to.
You said exactly, but that's not letting her finish.
She literally just said, "Go ahead," because you feel me. Y'all all just cut me off.
Like, okay,
before you start, we're going to you next. I want to be the mediator because I am the Virgo. Virgos are mutable signs.
I'm a Virgo too. Fuck you, me.
But you're a man. You're a man Virgo.
Yeah, I'm on that real Virgo. Then I'm gonna
Can I speak? I'm about to let you speak if you let me speak. Okay, I think that Artia's issue was that when people cut in, be like, "What did I gotta do?" before she finishes her sentence, that can be very irritating. I understand it. Although I 100% understand when points don't relay. Like, a lot of times, Vari's points don't relay, Jerry's points don't relay. I 100% understand when points don't relay. Artia's frustration is coming in when she can't finish her point. Maybe she feels like her point didn't relay because she couldn't finish it.
Because I couldn't get to the punch line. And I've only been talking for 120 seconds.
You'll hear that I answered your question both times.
But I wasn't done.
She asked for a yes or no answer. She asked for a yes or no answer with no explanation.
Oh, yeah. Don't want to realize yes or no. Right.
I gave her no.
Moving forward, I think one thing to understand with this pod is we are all, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on this couch. We are all 100% different people. Nobody on this couch is like the other person. I think everyone can say that. Nobody on this couch is like or thinks like the other person. So one thing I think that like we have to understand as a pod is that not everything should cause an uproar. I guess it's kind of like, okay, she or he thinks like that. Like, I know a lot of times I'll be like, like, you know what I mean?
But there's no convincing. We don't have to convince each other.
Exactly. I think that's where, and I know for me, myself, I want everybody to think the way I think. I'm not even going to lie. You should think the way I think. Period. But we have to understand everybody ain't going to think the way you think. Mm-hmm. So,
with that being said,
one more thing. With that being said, when we do finish, we need to say I'm finished, or else nobody's gonna know you're finished. So, like, Artia, you did have a lot of pauses and breaks in your thing, and like I would have personally assumed you were finished, unless I knew you weren't finished. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm like, sometimes I take a little bit of time to get to the point, but
and you know me, the type of person I am, I'd be like,
yeah, let me get there. Like, I don't yell and scream like y'all. I'm not finna interrupt y'all and overtalk y'all. So give me the same respect, which was what I said yesterday. And if we're not gonna do that, I don't have to come.
And I do want to say, this is us learning each other. You do have to, just like when we were talking about the venting, you do have to learn people, learn who you're talking to, learn what you're talking about. You just have to learn people. So we know that Artia's always gonna want to finish a statement, like, even when she asks you questions, that means like,
I wasn't done. That
was
the beginning.
Period.
And it's very understandable. And I do want to say it's a
because I don't want this to be a tumultuous.
Y'all aren't the only ones who say this. My sisters say this too. But let me get to my point. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
And that's exactly what I was gonna get to. It's a vice versa thing, letting everybody talk, because obviously I've been trying to talk for about
you ain't really got to talk that much. I ain't gonna lie.
So like, anytime I be trying to talk, it's like, damn, y'all cut me off too. So I understand how y'all be feeling like y'all getting cut off, but it's like, all right, everybody's trying to get out a word, so it's like everybody's trying to hear each other. So like, you just got to give the floor to some people. Like, all right, go ahead, talk. Like, everybody be respectful.
You have the floor, Damien.
The so yeah, I got my floor out. That's all I wanted to say. Feel me? She let me have the floor. Boom. That's it. And Noriko, now you can talk.
Wait, Artia, before I take the floor, do you want to finish your point?
No, I don't even remember what I was.
I don't remember either.
Okay, so I just wanted to say that I feel like in the world, there's billions of people in this world. You cannot say that women do not fly men out just because it doesn't exist in your personal world. Just because you don't personally know anybody that's getting flown out by a woman doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Cougars exist just like sugar daddies exist. Sugar mamas exist. Just because there's dynamics for men that are predominant in the men community, there are those things in the women community as well. There are women that are willing to fly their man out. If I lived in Florida and my dude stayed in Vegas,
that's not what we're talking about though.
But you didn't even let me finish. I'm like, if my dude stayed in Vegas,
that's what happened the first time. Remember?
But I
let her say she's
yeah. That's all I'm saying. That's what happened the first time.
But I'm saying if I live in Florida and my dude lives in Vegas and he's working hard, stacking up money, trying to save so that we can see each other, and I got it, I'm gonna buy him a flight because I know that's my dude, and like I'm gonna reciprocate what I will want done for me. I'm gonna take the initiative. So you can't say women don't fly men out if we haven't even gotten the opportunity to show you that. Like I'll pay for trips and all of that if I have the means. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So you can't say women don't fly men out.
When we have these conversations, just leave it at that. Mm-hmm. When I say, yo, absolutely, would you fly a man out? I'm not saying your boyfriend. I'm not asking about
that's a man.
But that's not the conversation. What this conversation is, because if it's opposite, I'm saying with a woman, we're not engaged, we're not together, we're not none of that.
How do you
but when you put it on a man, I just said it. And then when I say the opposite, you're like, well, he has to be my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Well, that's the part where we're at a disconnect, and that's where we keep butting heads. Because I'm like, so just stay on the topic of if a nigga that you want to fuck is like, yo, I want to come through, and you are like, yo, I got the means, I'm gonna fly this nigga out because I want his dick.
My question for you is, did you ever stop and think, wow, maybe women don't think like that? Maybe women don't think like oh, maybe most women, I think that's another thing.
Sorry.
I think that's another thing we've all been getting like stuck on is women and like most women. We should assume our statements mean most men, most women, no matter who the statement comes from.
It's not personal.
Can we assume
it's
that?
Not
question
personal.
for this podcast. When we bring up questions like this or questions
it's supposed to be
in general, can we assume that when we say women or men, no matter who it is, that we're not assuming most women are most women unless we say most women and most men?
But you're trying to really
because I feel like that's what causes my argument.
You're trying to
like,
get
I
down
don't
to
do
the
that.
specific.
That brings us back.
Let me say something really quick about this.
Does nobody hear what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
I was gonna answer your question, but Rico's trying to.
I just want to say,
wait before you start, because I feel like we need to get past this before we get into these topics, because we're gonna have many topics like this.
Yeah, facts.
Clearly. Me, you, Artia, Noriko, Dame, literally everybody here. Clearly, we have different points of view. It's obvious. Fact. So I think a lot of times people get really defensive when people say, "Oh, women and men," because we're like, "I'm not like that. Yeah. I'm not like that."
My reason of getting defensive is because. I'm sorry, Dame, if I cut you off.
I want to hear everyone's reason for getting defensive.
Okay, so
can we get into that?
Yeah, no, facts, for sure. So my reason of getting defensive is just to be fair to people, human beings, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's fair to say most women or most men because you don't know most men or most women out of the world. But we're not saying all women. You can only say, I know. I'm just saying, though, you're only speaking on your personal experience and what you know. You know what I'm saying? If you're assuming, then, you know what I'm saying, your view is kind of skewed, you know what I'm saying? You just going off assumption, you know what I'm saying? You can't sit here and say, well, women don't do that.
So what would be a better
women
sentence?
you know. You know what I'm saying? Women I know don't fly men out.
Okay, so the better sentence for you would be women I know.
Can I say something based off of what Jerry said?
Hold on. The better thing to say is being specific in what you're saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say, well, most women masturbate more than men. I'm going to say women I know masturbate more than I do.
It's in language.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally, you know what I'm saying, just being specific in what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason we have to generalize and say most men and most women, like, when, like, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so, like, yeah, that's my point. That's my reason of getting defensive is because, like, the point doesn't make sense if you say most men or most women because you don't know, bro. Like, there's a lot of that.
Just say a lot
area that you don't know.
Sorry, one more time. What would be the better thing to say for you personally?
A lot of
women I know or a lot of men I know. You know what I'm saying? Speak on what you know. You know what I'm saying? Don't assume. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, If you don't specify on what you're saying, I'm going to assume that you're speaking off assumptions, and then that doesn't make any sense or what you're saying.
Exactly.
Jerry's 100% right in that point. I do think that a lot of the problems this podcast has is we do take things personally. I take things personally. And I'm pretty sure most of the people on this couch do. So I think, like, before we get further into this topic, we have to kind of figure out how to navigate the things we say that to not upset other people. Like, and after this episode, if this still upsets other people and causes uproar, then that's on that person. But I think we do need to set clear boundaries and clear things that we say that won't cause an argument instead of a debate. A debate is not an argument.
Okay.
And so that's one thing we had to pause this whole episode for this because it's important.
And I just wanted to say, oh shit.
What you want to say?
We got one right there.
Well, she wanted to talk in this one.
Matter.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
my bad.
She wanted to talk to
party foul. But that's why I'm
sorry.
speaking based off of how the topic is written out. Will a woman fly a man out or fly themselves out? Like why women don't. So that's why I'm saying that there are women out there that do that. So you can't ask women.
That's what Jerry was saying.
But I'm just saying, okay, so like let's take it into a different context. I feel like if my relationship consisted of a long distance situation where I had the option, I would if it was reciprocated. So for example, Shati drives to go visit her dude, right? She might not be flying him out, but she'll take the initiative to go see him.
You keep bringing it back to relationships.
We're talking about. But you're asking. Okay, so ask people that are single because I'm not single.
No, you can have an opinion.
You've been single before.
I'm not single. I'm married as fuck.
You've been single before.
Let me pause. Neriga, I have a question for you. Do you think we should only invite you to episodes that are for people who are in a relationship?
No, because I answered the question and it's not good enough.
Relationship. We're talking about a
so if it's somebody that I want to fuck and I've been seeing and I feel like they're playing and I got money, why not buy them a flight to come see me?
Thank you. You were flying nigga out.
If I feel like I feel like he's taking his time.
No.
She said that?
I feel like because I feel
flying nigga you was fucking out.
Like I haven't fucked him yet. I haven't seen him. We're in a long distance relationship. I feel like he's playing.
So she said relationship.
No. Okay.
She said relationship.
Okay. Well,
No. She just
I mean like not like a full blown like
talking.
She said relationship.
Shati, listen to her. Damn.
Wait, let's pause. I'm listening. I heard her say relationship.
Let me stop using certain verbiage.
No more.
Let me stop using verbiage.
Everybody pause. I just need clarity before we keep going. I won't say shit else.
I swear to God, you'll have clarity.
Listen, I won't say shit else. My only confusion is that she said relationship.
Okay, but if you
so my thing is, are you in a long distance relationship?
No. Okay, so it's somebody that
I'm talking to her, nigga.
It's somebody.
Like she would have been explaining shit though if you would have just stopped cutting her off.
I like it.
I'm talking to her, nigga.
I'm just saying that if I was single and I had met somebody on social media or something like that, and we've been exchanging messages, and I feel their vibe, we might FaceTime on my lunch break, and I'm getting to know them.
Clarify: is it a relationship or not? I just need her to clarify.
Okay, it's not somebody that I'm exclusively dating.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Okay. But
she already clarified.
She didn't clarify that.
Okay.
This whole
You gotta watch it.
all I'm saying is if I have the bread, I got my own place. I got
a heater?
Yes.
Turn the fan on.
No, it's just a heater. Oh, this one?
It has a fan, I'm sure.
No, it doesn't. It's just hot. This one is the fan.
Who made that?
Can we keep on topic?
Stupid, bro.
That was
Finish
all I'm saying is that I feel like if I was single and I lived in a different state from the person that had my interest at the time, and I had the money and I had my own space, like wasn't staying with my mama and shit, and I like had the means,
I don't see no harm in buying him a ticket because I feel like he playing.
Go ahead, get that dick.
Like, pull up. Let me see what about. I don't see no harm in that because I wouldn't find interest in somebody that I feel like doesn't have the means to reciprocate it. But I feel like
niggas out.
Shotzi,
are you flying niggas
that
out?
doesn't make you feel like you're slapping your dick on the table.
Yeah, I don't know. What does that mean?
I feel like if he say,
wait, what does that mean?
I pay for you.
I don't know what slapping your dick. Well, I understand it's a metaphor, Jerry. I'm not an idiot.
No,
I don't understand the metaphor though. What does slapping your dick on the table mean?
Sometimes there's no harm unless
just like that. Those women like exhibiting their manhood or their masculinity. I can do this. Come bring your ass.
I don't feel like
money.
So
can I say something?
I didn't say that. I just said to take control of the situation.
I'm listening.
And to buy a plane ticket and tell a man come here because I want
when
that
y'all
dick or whatever. That's very masculine.
Okay, it is. But let me explain.
I want you. No, it is. Come here now. It's very masculine.
It is.
Boom. Here's my dick.
Is it not?
So let me explain. No, let me explain. Let me answer her question.
You say something, and then when everyone's done talking, I'll say. But when everyone's done. I said when everyone's done.
Answer her question.
So you go before me when everyone's done.
We could have this conversation off camera.
No, let me. No. Oh my gosh.
This is good TV.
I understand.
Although we're drunk and we're everywhere.
I'm not drunk.
We drunk.
Do not generalize.
I'm not drunk yet.
Let me answer her question.
I'm not drunk either.
I'm talking coherently. I'm using big
Y'all
words.
pissing me off. Y'all making me mad. Real mad over here.
Let me answer her question.
She ain't got no damn question to answer.
Hey, y'all gotta really stop doing this because I have to do a lot of editing. Y'all have to realize
Let me answer her question. Let's keep flowing. So, to answer her question, yes, that is masculine energy. But I want to say, for one, there's no harm in letting a nigga know that you don't need them. And it's also no harm in letting a nigga know that you could do exactly what they feel like they're doing for you. Because a lot of men are reluctant to do these things. It's not that they can't do it. They're reluctant.
A woman needs him or
something. They feel like it'll be like there's no substance into the things that they're doing for the woman. So it's like not that they won't fly you out, but it's like, what do they get in return? Are they gonna have substance in this relationship, or are you just using it as a free trip?
So it's about reciprocity.
Reciprocity.
And reciprocity. And at that point, with what you're saying,
this is what I was gonna bring up. As a
reciprocal
woman, it's our job to reciprocate energy. It's not our job to pursue, to hunt, to initiate anything about a man. You show me you want me, and I don't have a problem reciprocating that energy full.
I agree with that.
But this is the thing.
Can I add on to Artia's?
You can't.
I want to add on to Artia's
because I'm talking. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit because I'm talking. You keep cutting me off.
I don't like that.
It's that Virgo shit, huh? Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna let you know.
I'm gonna let you know. Don't cuss.
Y'all got about 10 minutes. I gotta use the bathroom.
Go ahead, man.
I don't like that. Really, like, don't cuss at me. Okay. We're good. Go ahead.
No.
Dang, speak.
I understand.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Y'all weren't there.
Dang, speak.
Okay, I'm speaking. Well, see, now I'm lost. See, I don't even.
We were talking about reciprocation.
As a woman, it's our job to reciprocate. That's what I was saying. It's not our job to
definitely, and I definitely understand that. Like you.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I definitely do.
You agree
with
that it's a woman's job to reciprocate,
not initiate or pursue.
Facts.
You agree with that, Dane?
Definitely.
Shotzi, let him talk.
I'm just a little confused.
I'm just like,
I'm sorry.
I keep saying definitely, like.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure because you be acting like women shouldn't be taken care of.
No, they should definitely be taken care of, but I don't feel like it's on some like shit. Like
He said that shit.
Okay, like I need like. You need to be taken care of, but you ain't got shit going for yourself. I'm not finna.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take care of a bum bitch.
Exactly. So therefore, the reciprocity, reciprocating that energy. Like, okay, if that's who I really want, I'm gonna show her. That's you feel me. That goes back to the taking the garbage out shit. Like, you feel me? I'm not just finna be over here just taking some garbage out for some bit. I'm just, you feel me, trying to hit and I'm out. in 30 minutes. Like, you feel me? Fuck that. I'm not taking the trash out.
See, I kind of feel like that's where the reciprocity thing came in for us too, because it's like, damn, you fucking me and you won't even take my trash out.
Reciprocity.
You can't be inside of these walls
reciprocating
unless
these
you're
energy.
willing to
Yes,
take
you
my
inside
trash
my
out.
home.
So yeah,
you
so there are
home,
certain instances
and you
like,
as a man can't initiate. Take the fucking trash out. What the fuck do you think I'm gonna reciprocate for you? Not no good pussy. Not that.
If I'm coming in,
we had a good.
If I'm coming in, we just had a good night. We was just on a date or whatever. You feel me? Yeah, I'm gonna take the trash out. If I just was like swiping through my motherfucking Tinder and then I motherfucking
I was gonna say, I'm not used to that. Like,
no, I know you're not.
I don't do one night.
I know, but and that's not generalizing because that's nobody on this
I get
couch.
that. So I'm like,
That's
why won't you
not-
take the
that's-
fucking trash out? It's fair.
Can I say something? So I just want to like piggyback on my point that I was saying. It's like, yes, I don't initially want to be the person that initiates all the time. But I'm just saying that it's not wrong for a woman to want to initiate sometimes, because sometimes men, it's not they don't want to be authentic with you. Sometimes they're afraid to open up, or they're afraid to be this authentic person because a lot of female are superficial.
Or they're scared to approach.
So they don't know. So it's no point. It's nothing wrong with letting a man know that you mean like you for real. Like, it's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong with that.
That's a real big
I'm not saying I'm gonna just chase every nigga and be in their DMs and shit. But it's just like if it's like a dude
if
that
I take my card out when we about to pay for $100-$200 dinner, and I take my card out and I tell the waitress you could take it, that don't make you feel like less than
not
me.
at all. And
if I say I got it, I take my own trash out. That don't make you feel
not
like
at all. And I was just telling her.
That should make
hold on.
You done paid for all this
Cause she acting like a nigga, you want to eat her out.
Yes.
Yeah, but look.
No.
Hear this.
I
would.
yes to that.
Men like boss bitches. Men like boss bitches.
Men like boss ass bitches. I was just saying that shit earlier. If
you pull your heart out and fucking let me talk. Paying for dinner. You paying for dinner and
go ahead.
I didn't say nothing about the trash. I said like goddamn. Like let me one step at a time.
Before you start, Bari, I just want to know: are you taking the trash out for a bitch you inside of? A bitch you inside of? You inside of?
Like every bitch that I'm inside of? Nope.
Is it a lie? Oh my god!
How many trashes do you have to take out? That's the
and I'm trying to take it out this motherfucking trash. So look,
that's
you got bitches getting this trash taken out.
All these trashes that really like, although you complaining, that's really a good thing. That's a good thing. I've been taking out 10 trashes a week.
Bitches get expensive. They get expensive.
If it was hella bitches, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be like, I don't want to take yours. Not yours.
That bitch always putting the heavy shit in the trash.
Bitch be drinking beers on it.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, man, got glass. Leaking on your shoe.
This bitch always got bottles in her trash can. Fucking bitch.
She got a Wingstop bag, bottle trash can.
This bitch trash be heavy as fuck. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. It was just funny.
I love y'all.
Where was I?
I just want to say that.
She paid for the bill.
Yeah, so she paid for the bill. I like a boss, you know what I'm saying? And yes, I would devour her coochie after she pays for the meal. Because she paid for the meal.
Why did she pay for the meal?
It's not because I didn't have it.
The last
It's not because.
Oh,
There you go.
Yes. I agree with that. I do agree with that. Covered the last no meals. If he ain't covered at least.
If that nigga ain't covering the 5th meal, you need to dub that nigga.
Right. Hey, listen, I brought my stamp card. You know what I'm saying? So on the 5th meal, you got the coverage.
Don't bring your stamp
card. Stamp card. What if like he done went to all you can eat sushi?
Get on the couch.
He been to all you can eat sushi 9 times, and then he happened.
I'm saying I got my stamp card for her.
Fucking free date. I'm your fucking free date.
Exactly. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Like,
no. What I'm saying is
this day happens to be free.
If you buy me the 10th date with your stamp card,
no, that's not what I'm saying.
But you don't have to know that. He shouldn't let you know that.
I know.
If I was a girl,
Let me finish.
You
That's
can give a bitch a free date.
I said that I paid, just like she said, I paid for these 10 dates before.
It's not
so
what
I
you
brought
say,
my
it's how you say
stamp
it.
card.
What?
So you know what I'm saying? Your
I'm the
turn.
free meal.
You're the free meal.
Okay.
Not that I'm going to all you can eat sushi and getting a free meal.
Before the 10th meal, I would probably be willing to like cook for a man by the fucking 10th date. It's like,
Yeah, I mean that's fine. You can cook for me, but at the same time, if we
I'm
out,
gonna go from flying niggas out to cooking and shit.
On the flight out, you better be cooking.
No, if I fly a man out, he better be paying for the dates and cooking.
steakhouse or go eat lakes. Like, we can do
I gotta
that,
use the bathroom.
That's 3.
What we
I'd
finna
rather
do?
put my love into my food as a woman, because that's what women do.
So,
Every day, that's a lot.
can I say that?
A hell of a lot.
I
You
just
don't
want
have
to
a
say
job if you're doing dates every day.
that y'all all agreed with what I said in the beginning.
No, we didn't, Dame. Your points don't ever come full circle, ever.
So what I said in the beginning was, I said, yes, I do know some females that do fly out niggas. And
Who? Put their names out now.
We can bleep it out.
We're not doing that.
I know them.
We can go beep.
We're not doing that.
We're gonna go
He
beep.
is not doing
We're
that.
not
We're gonna go beep
And I
because
know
I
a
don't
lot of
believe
niggas
him.
that
He's capping.
Well, a lot of.
So I mean, I got
I'ma
flew out.
challenge
If
you,
you want to
Dame.
say that, I got flew out. You feel me? A couple times.
I'm gonna challenge you. I'm challenging Dame because I don't believe that he's been
If you
flown
want to call
out.
it that, yes.
Niggas is
Who flew you out?
And bitches is hoeing too. So why
Who
can't-
flew you out?
Y'all want equality? We can be equal. Shit,
Dame.
we gonna be equal.
We
as
gonna
fuck.
bleep the names. Bari. Okay, wait. Before we keep going, Bari, are you okay with bleeping names, times, days? Because I think
we need to be real here. We need to have a.
Yes, we
this
can
is
do
why I'm
that. We
asking
can do
because
that.
I think Dame
But-
is capping.
Why would you think I'm capping?
Because who
think
know
I'm
Who flew you out, Dame?
niggas out?
But you don't know them, so there's no point in him naming them and then y'all saying
Dame,
who is
I want to
that?
know who flew you out.
Who is that?
I need receipts because I ain't never been flown out. The only reason I do want to wait. I do want to make it known that I'm not down in Dame because Dame Dame does everything. Dame that nigga. Period. Dame is that nigga. But I don't know no women that's been flown out, so I don't think that Dame has been flown out. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he capping because I don't think it's believable. I just don't.
I got MILFs. I'll let you know that.
This nigga is wild. All right, so we can talk about this.
No, even bitches my age have flown me. Yes.
We gonna bring this back. Listen, we've already been recording for an hour and a half. I want to get out of here. I'm sleepy. All right, so that is our show today, man. I want to thank all of my guests that joined us.
We never
And
get
it's
to
not
a
that he's
resolution.
capping. It's not that he's capping. It's not that he's capping. It's just we'll talk off camera.
Y'all believed him.
Let me talk to the audience. Let me talk to the audience real quick. So,
Vari, all I'm gonna say is Vari.
We out,
Vari,
man. We
I'm
out.
talking to Vari right now.
let me talk to the
Vari,
audience.
Vari, if you believed him, you wouldn't be cutting the show right now.
That's not what I'm doing.
I'm showing y'all.
Okay, well, I just wanted to say, if any of the audience or anybody listening has any points that they want to make, if they've ever flown a man out, or if they have any type of advice or any comments that they have to make on any of the topics that we have discussed, please comment, like, subscribe. We definitely want your engagement because it's only 3 women on here. There's only 3 men on this couch, and we can't speak for the world. So, but I'm just saying.
We got 4 women in here.
But they weren't speaking. I'm just talking about the.
Tay got his own mic. He gone now, but Kaylin got his own mic.
Kaylin ain't said shit.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Preference.
I'm trying to wrap it up.
Please, no, I'm gonna wrap it up.